Hi, and welcome to week 1 of Puppy Day School with Fiona. So we're just going to go over our foundation concepts this week. There are really only 2 things that you can be working on when you are, or that I care about you working on, in addition to just getting your schedule situated, which we'll get to in a little bit. So as you know, everything that we do is to elicit a behavior and then reward the behavior. The more that we do that, the more it becomes ingrained. So we, yes, are using food. You could use kibble. She's pretty food motivated. So you might, ma'am, yes. So you may be able to get away with some of just kibble and then throwing in a few yummy treats here and there. And so the first thing we work on is called name game. It is really about teaching your puppy that when they hear their name, they need to stop, look, and listen and find out what you need next. And it's super simple. All we do is we wait for the puppy to get distracted, and I'm going to show you a technique that we use called a go find it game, which is just simply, again, a way to get her to move away from us and get distracted. And then I'm going to say her name. You only get to say her name 1 time. And the second I get that eye contact from her, we call it a head turn or a head snap. The second that happens, I'm going to use, I'm going to interrupt for a second. So right now I could push her off, but what I'm waiting for her to do is offer me a different behavior than jumping up. And when she does that, she's going to get rewarded. So I'm just going to ignore her. I don't want to feed into this behavior at all unless yes. So for right now, anytime she gets down, I use a marker word, which marks the moment she does the right thing, and then she gets rewarded. So that eventually, yes. So before I was just feeding her pretty continuously for the sit, and the second I stopped, she kind of did her jump up thing. But the more that she figures out that she gets 0 attention for that, no eye contact, no discussion from me, no, I don't even tell her no. I wait for her to offer the right behavior, and then I reward that. So sorry, that was a little bit of an aside, but important aside. And you can translate that into jumping as well, so that, because she does tend to jump when she gets really excited. So when she's jumping up, turn your back, walk away. Don't say no, don't give her eye contact, nothing. Because anytime she gets a reaction from you, she finds that rewarding. So we want to make sure we're not feeding into that at all. As soon as she stops jumping, you're going to say yes. And if you happen to have a little piece of cookie, you could give her your cookie. So back to name game. So here we go. We're going to do our treat toss to get her distracted. So I'm just going to do really closely. I'm just going to say, go find it. Toss a little treat. And then Fiona, yes. And as soon as she looks at me, she gets a little cookie. Okay. Ready? So usually when I'm doing the go find it, just to distract her, I use a lower value treat, like just kibble. Ready? Go find it. Those are very hard to see. They're like microscopic. Let's see if we can find a bigger piece of kibble. Hey! Up, 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 up. Ready? Go find it. And then Fiona! Yes! I'm going to get up and show you what this looks like. My videographer is struggling because all the puppies want to play this game. They see me doing the treat toss and they're like, why can't we play? Ready? Let's try this again. Go find it. Oh, it's so hard to track those treats. Go find it. So as long as she's distracted, there she goes. Fiona! Yes! Girl! Don't wait for any other behaviors either when you're practicing this. All this is about is an attention game. It can be about learning your name when a puppy is young, but it's really about when you hear that word, give me eye contact, pay attention, find out what I need. It really is the basis for everything we're gonna do, but especially for recall, coming when called. It's not that hard. It's sit is sit, man. There you go. There you go. Right here. All right, so now I'm standing up so you'll be able to see a little bit more full version of what this looks like. I'm trying to just get her used to sitting at my side because eventually this is going to be another skill we work on. So if I'm practicing sit, I generally want to have them. It's so funny because dogs can sit perfectly. Hey, pup, pup, pup. They can sit perfectly in front of you. Yes. But a lot of them do not like to sit at your side. So we work from here whenever we can. Nicely done. Good job. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna do a little treat toss. Go find it. Gain a little distance. Fiona! Yes! Good job. Good job. Okay, so noticing that even when I'm working with treats, I don't want to keep them out in front of my body. I usually just have my hands like in some kind of neutral position. Yes. So again, she jumped on me. I didn't look at her. The second she sits, I gave her a marker word and told her yes, and then gave her a cookie. Very good. Nicely done. Okay, let's try this again. Ready? Go find it. Oh, that went so far. Fiona! Yes! Oh, what a good girl. I love that she's so gallopy. So very happy. Yes. Good girl. Love that. All right, go find it. Oh. Fiona! Yes! Very nice. So I really only bring those treats out in front of her face right as she gets close enough to me that I could grab her collar if I needed to. Good girl. Very nice. So then the second behavior we're working on, again, ignore, ignore, ignore. Yes. Good job. And this is something we can really sort of practice. If, you know, she's really, I can get her to walk up towards me. I've got these treats now in front as sort of a, what are you going to do? Are you going to try to jump up to get them? But if she sits, hi! So I'm not telling her what to do. I'm letting her sort of figure this out. Good girl. That was very nice. Very nice. Okay, so the second behavior we're working on this week is called hand targeting. It is another excellent way to get your puppy to focus and pay attention on you and ignore other things. So we'll talk more about its uses, but it's a skill that I love. So all we're asking is when we put our open palm out facing the puppy's nose, okay, so at their nose level, touch. Yes. All she needs to do is touch her little nose to the palm of my hand. And then I'm going to use my marker word, touch. Yes. Good job. Touch. Yes. Good job. So for right now, she's kind of moving towards my hand just out of curiosity. Wow. And that's usually why this works, is that this palm comes out. It's like, oh, what is that? They go to investigate. Their little nose touches my hand. I use my marker word yes, and then I reward the puppy. And we work up to more and more versions or more and more repetitions for one treat. And it's a really, as I said, a really good way to refocus your puppy, get them to stop. So let's say you're walking down the street and they see another dog and they want to go bark and lunge and go play with that other dog. It doesn't work very well just to say no. So that's an instance where I could say, oh, let's do some hand targeting. Let's play the touch game. Yes, because I could do it as we're walking forward. Very good. Again, hand comes out at the puppy's nose level, okay? Don't put it kind of nonchalantly in front of your body. I really want it to come out to the side so it's a little bit, creates a little bit more movement, and then the puppy is sort of curious. So touch, yes. Good job. Then switch hands. Touch, yes. Good job, touch, yes. Good job, touch, yes. Good job, touch. Very nice. That was so good. Thank you. Thank you. So, as far as training behaviors, yes. Ignore. Yes. Good job. So, as far as training behaviors go, the hand targeting and the name game are really, and then are really the only things we're working on this week. I am, again, anytime I can, rewarding for offering, not being told to sit, but offering as the dog approaches me. What are they gonna do? Is she gonna, yes, good girl. So when she chooses to sit, I tell her yes and she gets her cookie. That will become her go-to move instead of jumping up on you. If you're getting a lot of jumping upon seeing her, if you've, she's been crated, or maybe you had to walk out of the room and every time you walk in she's doing jumping, Be proactive. As she gets to you, if you think she's gonna jump, put treats on the ground as she gets to you. Oh, go find it right at your feet so that we can prevent the behavior from happening altogether. Okay? Yes. So that the ground becomes more exciting than jumping up on you.
Yes, if you don't have any more cookies, we'll give you a big smooch.
So I talked to you guys yesterday a little bit about utilizing your crate on and off throughout the day. I want you to start doing that. I guess you have, I think you said you had an event Saturday night. Absolutely, crating her is going to be less stressful, and we run into less opportunities for problem behaviors, peeing in the house, chewing on cabinetry, whatever it is, if she's crated. So really work up to that. She's been crated in the car at nap time. Yesterday was an hour and a half. I assume she'll probably do the same thing again today. So working on your crate, name game, hand targeting, those are all beautiful skills to practice, and we'll see you guys next week. Thanks.